You know, as a kid, I went to a really, really bad school. Well, I say it's bad. It's not like there was fighting. Well, there was, but it was just the poor man's school. Everything was bad. Everyone was poor, and everyone was an immigrant. I was one as well. We would rarely have a local Belgian person at that school. I remember once there was a Belgian person in our school, and then she transferred away like in the second semester or something. But that's not the important part. The important part is the story about one of the teachers at the said school. And like I said, it was a really, really shitty school. And what happened in there is I was in 5th grade. So imagine like a 9 or 10 years old little ducky minding his own business. End of the year was coming up. What we had at the end of the year was like a little spectacle that we put on for our parents, like a kind of like a talent show where every kid would do a little talent thing that they learned throughout the year. And what me and my friends were gonna be doing would be like playing with Diablos. I was pretty good at it as a kid. You know, I was swinging it up, catching it back, those little Diablo thingies that you would spin around. You know how they look like, right? Those hourglass-looking things with the 2 sticks with the rope in between them. You would spin them around and just throw them into the air. So anyway, because we had to practice that stuff, our teacher allowed us to use our classroom in order to practice that. But our teacher also, there's been a lot of interesting rumors flowing around about our teacher, that he would watch some naughty stuff on the side while he was teaching class. And so I didn't really believe that, but my friends were talking about it, we were memeing about it a bit, and then suddenly one of them was like, let's search his desk. And so we ended up searching his desk, and you know what we found? We actually found genuine porn. And I don't mean like, there's a picture of it. There were DVDs in his desk that he would apparently watch on his computer. One of my classmates was like, I swear to God, I saw something like that happen. But you know how kids are, they usually lie. But this would confirm that guy was actually talking the truth. And so, seeing how we had a lot of time left during the afternoon, because everyone was having lunch while we were practicing, we decided to put that in the computer to see what was up, right? And I want to preface it by saying I've never seen any porn at that point. This was my first experience, and oh boy, was it something else. So we put it in, and it was rough. It wasn't... I don't really remember exactly how it was, but it didn't feel like regular porn. It was a lady, and she had this huge slab of meat in her hand that she would try to put into her mouth. And I don't mean like, it's a big dildo that she had, and that she was doing the glug glug with, the vacuum suck 2000 with spinning moves and extra slob. No, this was genuinely a huge slab of meat of unknown origins. It might have been pork, it might have been beef, I don't know. But the fact remains that it was a large, semi-phallic shaped piece of meat. And she would try to put that in her mouth and fail miserably, but that did not deter her. She was doing her best to put it in there. And she was failing, but it honestly horrified me. It did not look sexy at all. Even looking back years after it, now that I am actually, aware of what that is, aware of what porn is, and actually am attracted to women. I swear, Mom, please stop questioning me. But yeah, even after that, it still feels strange. It still feels nasty looking back to it. I feel like I almost am traumatized by what I experienced back there. To this day, I still don't know what that piece of meat was. It seems like... Has anyone ever played on the PS2 back in the day, Tomb Raider, Angel of Death? I feel like there's a certain aspect of the game that there's like meat hanging off the ceiling or something. I feel like it vaguely resembled something like that. But yeah, to this day, I still don't know what it is. I don't think I ever will. You know, we in our panic, we did leave the disc in there. We're hoping that he never noticed, or he probably knew he fucked up bad to the point where he realized that his students found his porn stash and just did not dare to address it at all. Because, you know, even though if he would speak it, you know, about it, and he would know that it was us that would do it, because we were the only ones in class, he still could not bring himself to approach us, because that would mean admitting that he had pornographic imagery on his computer. Well, on his computer, as well as physical copies of DVD that he would just put into his desk, you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of story. I don't know why, I've got like a plenty of stories back in the day, but I'm just feeling really nostalgic right now, and all of these stories are coming back up. I remember I used to talk about this to many people that I would meet, like, hey yo, you know, this is weird, but this happened to me. But anyway, you know, I hope you enjoyed this story. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this, blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, hopefully till next time. Bye bye. Mwah.